Hi everybody, welcome back to GregTech New Horizons, episode 57 with me, Sid, where we will once again try to advance our power production capabilities, at least into medium voltage. I don't know whether I'll get to medium voltage today, but I intend to at least get to the point where I am producing more steam and storing more steam. There's a real crying shame that right now we have... in fact, I'm going to take the charcoal out of these. Yes, the crying shame here is that we have these. Now, I'm going to need more botching pipes and all sorts of good things like that. But right now, I am just pulling together the necessaries for an expansion to my tank. So, I think you worked out, I need 16 iron tank walls and 4 more iron tank valves, I think. And I just hit my mouse, which is a very good thing to do. So the iron tank walls are actually fairly easy. They are this. With a screwy driver, because I think having more steam production and more steam storage makes a lot of sense when you want to create a lot more power, in theory anyway. Now the other thing we need is 4 of these, so I need 8 large bronze fluid pipes, which means I need 48 bronze sheets. So I have made myself a bunch of bronze ready because I kind of realized that this was a thing, and that is going to go there. Those are going to go there. We are going to need to make the pipes, of course, which, yeah, once we've got to medium voltage we'll be able to extrude all of this stuff, of course, which will be wonderful. But we are some way off. Now the other thing is I have got quite a lot of oxygen now, so I found that if you go into the blast furnace and we put iron dust, or if I can find eventually that can be iron, but you can basically with oxygen can make steel. And I have pig iron, wrought iron, oxygen, all on programming 11, and they use not a significant amount of capacity, but I might as well make myself some more steel. Not that much steel. Let's go with 32 to start off with and see how we go, because I want to use all that steam up. I don't want to waste it, because that would be silly. Now I think I can just put you through here, can I? No. Oh dear. Oh, okay, well that's interesting. Does that allow me to make anything like the things I just done? Or, I mean, it looks like you can use those. So why would I make them in the rolling machine? Oh, I suppose the rolling machine's a little bit faster, isn't it? But that was pretty quick. So yeah, I'm not sure why forge hammer over that. Anyway, we need some of this, so we'll grab that and we shall go up and we shall pop in program 11. With, well, I'm not going to go mad. Let's just do 4 oxygen and 4 iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should be making a reasonable amount of juice. It only runs for 25 seconds, so I suspect we're going to be able to make all of that steel fairly rapidly. And fairly easily. Anyway, that is that. So while that is doing, and we were making you, we needed these, the 48 of those. 48 of those to make these, which is horizontal and a hammer and a wrench. Hammer, wrench, hammer, wrench, large bronze fluid pipes, all good in the hood, and we should be in a position to do that. And I think that is a screwdriver, because it's got screws in it, so it kind of makes sense that it would be a screwdriver, doesn't it? So that is everything we need to expand the tank once we've drained the steam from it. Like I say, I cannot see the point of wasting my time and effort doing this one, so we'll wait until we're ready. But I'm going to bring this up one level, so these will come up here, and then we're going to have 4 ports. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll bring you across there, we'll bring you across here, and yeah, essentially that's the plan. Everything's going to feed, and we're going to use one thing. Now ultimately I do want to use that greedy, gulpy, thirsty tank from Thorncraft, but there's a whole load of other bits and pieces we need to do in there. So wow, that actually is pretty quick, isn't it? And there's a little bit of tiny ash. Okay, that's fine. Let me stick 8 in this time. Bonk. And 8. Off you go. So yeah, using up the steam, that's all I'm doing, and it's only because I don't want to waste it. And that gives me another 20 if I wish to do them all. Excellent. I shall be back in a moment. Alright, this is empty. I'm not sure how much steel I've actually made. I know we've got 12 so far, and there's another 6. I think there's probably 3 left in there, so that lot is empty, this lot is draining, but that is fine, because we are going to head up top, where we will wrench these. I think this is right so far. So that becomes that direction. That goes that direction. That will go that direction. And then I think you will have pipe there, pipe there, coming down. Alright, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing wrong there. Hang on. That should not be there. Tell you what, if we do that, then I think that is what we're after. And then we're going to, this is just a pickaxe job, thankfully. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, that was not a good move on my part. Let me just stick those two back for now. And then we are going to come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like so, and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we are going to have 1. That's going to be a pain, isn't it? I probably need to bring these like that. So I don't want to go directly into these. So do I... Do we... do this? So we come in and then around like that. That kind of makes more sense, doesn't it? So that's right. And that's right. So then we're going to take our 4 boilers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they are going to fill with water, and they are going to be good and happy. This is all excellent. And then we are going to do 1, 2. And again, we'll plumb that one in like that. And then 1, 2. Now this is where I said I wouldn't need the more of this potching. But that gets me 2 running, which I can quite easily fuel up to get that started. Except I don't want to, do I? No. Because I need to do the bottom. I've still got more valves to put in. But I need to make some more potting fluid pipes. So let's have a look at potting, shall we? Well, we grab that lot and convert you over. No, you're 9, isn't it? That's right. How am I for juice in there? Not a lot. Alright, maybe we don't use that right now. I mean, to be honest, I can always cook that. That's not a problem. I'm still 22 steel better off. So, let me do that. Just because, you know, there's many ways to make steel, and we don't necessarily need it right now. Wee. Boop. Boop. Right, so potting. What? Put the steel away, we'll put the bronze away for now. And we will look for potting, because it's a while since I made it. Sure, a potting ingot is an alloy of... 9 potting nuggets. That was very helpful, thank you. Potting dust. So potting dust is lead, bronze and tin. Okay. For 5. And I think, what size pipes were they? They're just standard fluid. That one. So I only need 12, but I might need more going down. So let me make a bunch. That's a technical term. And I think we said that potting dust was 2, 2 and 1. So for 5. So 2, 2 and 1 makes 5. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I want more? I don't know, do I? I mean, that's going to be 25. Double it. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slurp that up, turn it into dust, cook it up as potting. Sounds perfect. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? Compressor's not going to help me. A macerator would, but I don't have an electric macerator. Centrifuge isn't. Yeah, none of this is going to help me if I've got no steam. I'm going to have to power that. Alright. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take out you and you. And we're going to power the steam up so it just runs the equipment downstairs. And that's going to have to do me, I'm afraid. Right, I'm going to get this ground up. I'll be back and cooked. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I got clever. I borrowed the 2 pipes from this because we're going to be moving, well, probably going to be leaving this in and bringing another one out temporarily. Although it may be over here and we may be moving them. So, you know, there's stuff we're going to be doing, but we've still got a lot of machines to make before we get anywhere close to where I want to be. But it does at least mean that I've got all 4 of the boilers running and they are producing a great deal of steam, which is what we wanted. Double what we were doing before. The other thing what I wanted is to harvest our wood again and go and continue with the charcoal pit. And going forward, I think we will be trying to automate our forestry side of the tree growing, charcoal making thing, or at least the growing and harvesting, if nothing else. Because this clearly is not the ideal way to pick up your wood for your charcoal. Also, I am getting an awful lot of timber there, so yeah, However, that's 20 of those. We run that through while that's doing its thing. Go down to the charcoal pit, get that up and running again. And I just keep on filling this up. You know, this is as I'm preparing between episodes and doing stuff, I come down here. Not the ideal location for it, is a little bit out of the way, but you know, it's where I put it. So we're kind of a bit stuck with this now, and I basically fill it up from the top down. Until, you know, it's full and running, and then you come and harvest it. At least that's free, because the unstable mattock is brilliant for taking charcoal out. Unfortunately, it's also brilliant for taking out the dirt that makes up the structure. But yeah, this is just a daily routine for me. I probably would have had enough with a stack and a half of wood anyway. Oh hello, no, that's not what I wanted. So that just goes there. Leave those torches, and that will be done in about 10 minutes. So, you know, that's the thing. Anyway, yeah, let me continue grinding and, you know, doing some of this stuff, and I shall be back with you in a mo. Right, and there is our 50 ingots of Putin's probably not a good one to say. You may end up getting hunted down and shot by the KGB or something. Right, there's some nickel, off you go. So that's all cooking. Now, the next big question, that's not that, just goes in there. The next big question is how to arrange this. Now what I want is, I would like to have this all up one, which that doesn't really lend itself to. You know, I suppose I could run a cable from there into that. That would be fine, and that just actually would be LV, so we can take it down there. Take these up one, put two there, and then they just have the four, and then you bring a cable. Now the problem's going to be cabling, or do I move you to the middle and then bring those out to the 4 points, at which point I suppose I can still bring the cable down, but I'll have 4 anyway, so I can yeah, but I mean, this is not helping by being there. I could have made a much bigger tank if I'd have wanted. I mean, that's at 1.5 million steam already. The other thing I want to do is that this is an issue for me, because these take charcoal. Now I'm thinking of sticking hoppers onto them with, it doesn't have to even have a chest. I mean, a standard hopper with 5 inputs plus the one that's in the thing, that's going to have enough charcoal in it to keep this running for a long time. So yeah, I mean, 4 hoppers would be the simplest solution, wouldn't it? How many plates do I need? 5 5, so 4 5s are 20, and then we need some iron gear, which is, let's have a look, see if I've got any for starters. No. Don't think we have. So, yeah, let me get 4 hoppers sorted. That's probably a good starting point. And I'll be back in a moment. And just like that, he says, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and that with, let me just double check, it's the cog and that. Actually I only need 1 2 3 4 5 of, actually I only need 1 2 3 4 of those, and that would actually help, wouldn't it, if I do the correct numbers, and then a file and a hammer. File and a hammer. I think that's the way. Boop. One more. You know when you look at it going, what did I do wrong? Yeah, that was one of those moments. But at least now we can go and grab our charcoal, because that should be ready by now. Then use that to fuel for boilers. Now, before we do that, I need to change the arrangement of the things. I'm going to waste a lot of steam, I'm afraid. There's 2 million steam in there, and it's going to get wasted. That has finished, hasn't it? Yes, it had. What's over there? Got turned around. So yeah, that's the thing. Right, there we go, and then it's quick harvest. Of that, we'll move that in a moment, but what I have found is if I stand here, flush up, I can do this without accidentally breaking the dirt most of the time. The problem is that the construction material used for this is not the most resilient. So consequently, if you're not careful, you go straight through the roof or walls or whatever. Now the walls are not so much of a problem because the other side of those walls is stone, but the roof can be a bit more of a bind. And yeah, all good fun. Anyway, I am going to harvest all of the charcoal in here, and I shall be back with you in a moment. And we have a great deal of charcoal. So our next thing is, let's go and just see whether we can feed these things from the back using a hopper, because I don't know. Minecraft is a peculiar wee beastie because it has certain rules about what can be fed from where using what. So you know, there is, for example, if I put a hopper there and a hopper there and a hopper there and a hopper there, that should have 8. If I put a single charcoal in, it gets 9. Excellent, and there's loads of steam in there. That's brilliant. Let's take the existing charcoal out for now. Leave them to do their thing, because what I need to do now is relocate now. This is the thing that I always panic, because I think that should explode, and it doesn't, obviously. But it does mean that we can then go in here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we didn't lose it. Oh, that's excellent. I didn't know that was a thing. Well, I am chuffed to blazes about that. Chuffed I am. So we can go now and jump in here and go out. Don't touch the pipes. Let's put these into the right holes. I don't think you'll be able to hear that because it's very subtle, but there's a small ginger cat snoring away in the background. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. We'll just give it a little bit more. Doesn't really matter because we'll stock these up over time. This is more of a let's see what we can get away with. And this is supposed to, when it gets up to temperature, not burn anymore, unless it's but if it does, it does. I don't pretend to understand half of the way this game works. So that's that. We should have our pot in over there, which means we can get some pipes in. And I think we were just doing basic pipes, weren't we? So just basics. I don't think we needed anything more than that. So it was 6 for 2. So I need 4 to start off with, I think. Because if I'm going to come down 1, 2, 3 probably actually to start off with. So 6. 6 to start off with, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And to be honest, does this have any other practical uses for me? I mean, something about ultra low voltage, some stuff there, but I don't think there is an awful lot we can do with that. So we might as well just convert the whole lot over into plates and quickly sleep the night away. Or at least then we'll be in a position where we can generate a lot more power, and then we can move on to the steam turbine. I need another 2 of those, which will give me enough power to create 4 low voltage inputs to a transformer, in theory. Practice, of course, that may be a different thing entirely, but we'll see how we go. Having the power though does mean that I will have more power to process this stuff, and then we can get you down to, well, obviously we'll wrap it in rubber, and it will, if we have a look at the, can find the right thing, the rubber one has 0 loss, which means we can then pipe power across to the second floor of this building, which will be currently our medium voltage floor. He says medium voltage floor for all of our one medium voltage machine, maybe 2 medium voltage machines. Yeah, and that's what we need to do with that, to turn that into stuff and things. But we need to start off with, we need to make a number of these. So I need a hammer and a wrench. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. We need the wrench anyway, because I need that to install the stuff. And then we'll charging up nicely, and when we're ready to move this, we will do, what we'll do is we'll just have 1 battery buffer, I think, for the time being. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do ultimately, but that at least sorts our steam issue for the time being. That is definitely keeping up with that. And yeah, I'll just put more coal in when we're done. What I do need to just double check is what my water towers have been able to do, whether they're keeping up or not. Oh, of course, yeah, I've got that. Because now it's 1 water tower which is keeping up. Excellent. So that is our upgrade. Forgot to put those in. Ultimately, we'll have pipes coming out to another, possibly straight into one here at this level, so we can kind of separate them and have these at 2 levels. That might work. Question is how I switch between wanting to power this and wanting to power that over there. I don't know. Let me check how long I've been recording. I'll be back in a second. Yep, we've been recording about 40 minutes, so we are going to call this an episode here. Next episode I'm going to push to try and get another couple of these, and I may actually have a look at this as well, just to see what we can do with those as a auxiliary. Because even if I had 2 of those running and 2 of these charging across there for medium voltage and this one running this for the time being, I wouldn't find that too disappointing, shall we say. it's, I suppose, really a question of whether we can keep up. Why? I wonder whether you can. I presume you can put a hopper on this. Interesting. We maybe should look into that at some point. Because, you know, having a hopper feeding down would potentially be a lot more efficient than just doing this every now and again. The crab won't convert, I do know that, and I've eaten. Oh, did I not eat one of those recently? I must have pulled that across for a reason. Anyway, I'll do that between episodes to keep getting the fish oil. But yeah, we should probably hopefully have 4 low voltage machines. Whether we've got the cabling to run the machines is, of course, another question entirely. But that's a question for another day, I think. Till then, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.